Think about it. Think about it. Think about it.
Don't be stupid. Don't podcast.
Welcome to another episode of Don't Be Stupid. What up, Tone?
What up?
What up, E?
What's happening?
I hope y'all have had a good day, because it's been a hot than a motherfucker.
Was it hot today?
The fuck? I just seen a fly burst into flames.
Oh, shit.
How hot
Somebody
did it
done
get?
got offended.
It was like 102, 3. I know people in Arizona laughing at us like, what you got? That's it. It's like 115 over here.
People kept saying to me all day, you know, is it hot enough? Is the heat, the heat killing you? I was like, damn, I wasn't feeling it.
It was all AC?
I don't know. When they see it, just, I guess I was a step ahead of the heat because I didn't feel it. No, I did feel it when I came out to come here. Mm-hmm. I felt the heat then. But earlier, I didn't feel it.
Got in that confined car for a minute and that heat,
Yeah, it was hot as fuck walking to the car.
jumped on your back. Something like that. Well, like I was saying, welcome. I hope you're listening on your favorite podcast provider. If we seem, I don't know, I'll say out of the swing, me personally, it's just that it's late in the day and I had to sit back and lounge today and
Well, what's wrong with you?
never got going. Nothing wrong with me, man. I just want to.
No, you felt like there was something
I just
less about you that you was putting out today.
My energy
go
just
ahead-
don't feel
go ahead
like
and tell the folks.
My energy just don't feel up to par. You know
Why
what I'm
is
saying?
that? Speak on it.
I think because I'm just a little behind,
So
in time.
why are you behind?
I guess I missed a few things, man. You enlighten me on a few things that I'm behind on the time zone, man. I just don't feel like I'm in the swing.
Don't try to
Swing
ease your
it.
way out of it like quickly. Speak. You just talk it out.
Talk it out.
So
is
what-
this therapy?
No, I'm just saying.
I mean, because
just
my
what it
therapist
is.
is a little different from your therapist, like,
I ain't got no therapist. But I'm just saying, talk it
well,
out.
I'm just saying. It's all right.
Because you
it's
feel a certain way, so
It's
speak
cool.
on
It's
it.
cool. It's cool. I feel a certain way. I just don't feel like like
That's
I
the
got
issue.
all my energy.
That's the problem right there. You feel a certain way, but
don't
you don't
got
want
my
to talk.
energy.
You don't want to talk it out. So what's going to happen is that you're going to wake up tomorrow and you're going to feel the same way because you didn't talk it out.
I ain't
Talk it
what you mean. I'm feel the same way. I'm feeling good right now. I just had to get a little swing, a
No,
little
you
energy
the one that
going.
just said that if
I
it
said I
sounds
wasn't
like I'm a
up to
little this,
par,
I'm a little
but I
that.
knew your ass would bring it out of me. I knew 5 seconds in. 5 seconds in, you start some shit, and they had to bring it out of me.
I'm just
Now
trying
my
to help
energy
you out.
level is totally different.
How you feeling, Tom?
Don't say it's low, Tone. You need to see what happened to you.
Shit, it's hot. I seen a burning bush out there. Fuck, man.
You live in California, you see more than a burning bush. We've been on fire for the last 3 weeks.
Yeah, I heard that. What's it called? Something fire? Something.
There's a couple of them. What's
Damn.
that? Dixie?
Dixie Fires,
Dixie
the largest
Fire.
one.
That's crazy
Yeah,
as shit.
few out there. And we catch on fire every year.
It's a season. It's our
It's
fifth
crazy how
season.
every year we got winter, spring, summer, fire season, fall.
That except fire season.
It is. It's like a season.
It's a season.
It's like a season. We light on fire every
Since
year.
what, 2017? It blends in with the summer.
I don't understand how you can't. I understand one fire, 2 fires, but now we know it's coming. How can we stop these
We're
fires?
running out of force.
That's crazy.
Run out of force. But,
They're talking about the acreage that was burned in this Dixie fire. Mm-hmm. It's like 2 cities.
that's the biggest one in what, history?
Damn.
It's crazy, and it's still burning. It's only 35% contained. But anyway, it's crazy.
Oh, well.
Yeah. I'm sure Montana listeners are caring about what the fuck is going on. in California.
I mean, but everybody in the world,
They know. Yeah, of
everybody in the
course.
world.
They can
Everybody
probably see it.
in the country knows that California catches on fire every year.
Yeah, that smoke that's going over your city in the Midwest.
Now I heard
It's coming from here.
something, but I haven't validated it. So I'm gonna say, this is to me, as I say, a rumor. I'm hearing that they talking about in California now. If your house burned down, that you can't rebuild it in that location. Like that's something they talking about,
I ain't heard
and from a
about
fire, from a natural fire like that.
Yeah, I know your
Would
insurance
you
is
think
gonna go up.
that? Would you think that would be fair? I mean, as long as you paying your insurance or you paying your whatever, do you think that would be something you think is cool? Like, you know, a lot of people pay they pay a premium to be out in the sticks, and they want to be out there.
Yeah, but after
I mean,
after,
hang on. How are we gonna speak on it? We don't even know if that's true or not, though. I mean, I don't
Forget
get
the
it.
part that is true. Do you think?
But I mean,
Do you
I don't know. It makes no sense to me. If I own 20 acres,
Right,
my house burns down.
right.
Now, if you're telling me that I can't build another house on my 20 acres, I mean, if that's just where we stop it at, that makes no sense to me. Why can't I put it's my property?
Okay, so let's go hypothetically. Hypothetically, if the government says to you, look, we're having too many problems with the land out here. It just seems like it could be a seasonal fire, like you said, and we prefer you not to build out here, right? To a point that it gets to a point that maybe a couple more years they say, now we're going to have to mandate that you guys have to not build a house
On
out
your
here.
property.
Yes.
your own property.
Do you think that would be something? I mean, don't get it twisted. The government pulls a lot of stuff. Don't say that they don't.
It's already a slap in the face for them to raise your,
Nah, I
your
can't
insurance
see
on
it.
there.
I can't see it
Nah, I don't think they do that.
Can't see it.
because I'm gonna take it to a whole nother level. If that's your house,
Right.
if that's your home, we're not gonna talk about rich folks. We're talking about people who just happen to have land and happen to have a home on their land.
Yes.
If my home burns down, for you to tell me I can't build another house on my property, you're telling me that maybe I can't afford to go buy no more land. I can't afford to build somewhere. So where is my family supposed to live at? Well, we're speaking on something purely hypothetical. I mean, it's like I don't even know if that's true. I ain't heard nothing about that.
Okay.
But it doesn't make sense for you to tell me that. That's like you wreck your car and then they tell you, you know what? You said,
shouldn't
you
drive
can't.
again.
Yeah, you can't buy another car. So how me and my family supposed to get around?
Yeah. Nah,
I just don't get it.
if they want to really bullshit, delay your building permit, they could do that. But
They don't even. But okay, that's a whole nother thing too. But what I'm
Yeah.
saying, what he's talking about, it
Yeah.
just doesn't make sense. If I already had a house there, and it burnt down,
Right. That's what I'm saying.
and now you're telling me now that it's burnt down, I can't replace it with another house.
yeah, that's crazy.
That's just wild.
Everything
think
else
it's
is
wild,
around
too.
you is burnt.
Don't
It's
get
not going to get burnt up again.
I said I'm here. I heard that. I don't.
Where you hear
I
that
can't
from?
It's not verifiable information. So I'm like,
Well, why'd you bring the shit up then?
because I thought it was wild. And sometimes I just like to share with you something I thought was
You brought
wild.
some wild shit that you don't even know it's true.
I don't know it's true. I did not say that. Did I not
So
say that?
I'm,
Tony?
I'm saying, so why you bring shit up?
Because sometimes I just want to know.
You put conditioner in your beer today?
Man, get off my beer. Sometimes I want to know what your thoughts are if the government would intervene. I mean, is it any different? Is it any different in the government telling you tomorrow that before you come back to work, you got to have a COVID shot?
You know, last week,
It's different.
you know what? Last week, your beard was a whole lot shinier that Tuesday, Kev.
It
What
was longer. I cut it down.
You put
See?
it. You was longer or
Let me
shinier?
see.
I cut it down.
You
Why
cut
put
it.
your hand up?
Because you keep trying to touch me, man.
I'm just trying you cut it down. So let me see when
Let
you
me
cut it down
alone,
to.
man. Leave me alone.
That shit was extra shiny last Tuesday, bro.
Yeah, man. I cut
glistening.
it
I
down a
know
little
that
bit.
shit.
I cut it down a little bit.
Yeah, you wanted to be seen that night, huh?
You was dripping a couple weeks ago.
Man, why you gonna get on my Scotch Porter?
What's Scotch Porter?
That's a conditioner.
Oh, name dropping.
Name dropping on them.
We ain't getting paid for that bullshit.
Hey, they might. Anyway,
What do you
No, they're
use it
not.
for?
what?
Why do you use it?
Because I like my beard to be soft.
And so it makes it
shiny.
soft.
Yeah.
Let me see.
No, get off me.
Anyway,
You
I
can't
don't
put
like
no
all
baby
that.
oil on
Don't
that
touch
shit?
my beard.
that's what I'm saying.
Anyway.
You can't use baby oil?
So, but again, so if the
Yeah,
government-
it's a big difference.
But okay, big difference. I would like you to elaborate. If the government starts intervening in your life, no matter what it is, do you think it's a big difference?
Yes, it's a big difference.
Okay,
man.
tell me.
Okay, the government. What did you say? Elaborating?
I want you to elaborate. That's what I want
But
you-
what you saying? The government getting involved in your life.
In your personal life, telling you what
Okay.
you can do, what you can't do.
Okay,
now it's fucked up. Don't get it twisted. That this COVID thing is going on, and you know I'm in agreement with the vaccine. So there it is.
So, the government getting involved in your life, no matter what the reason is, government getting involved in your life, that's straight the same. The government's involved in your life.
Right.
Now, when you start talking about different levels of how they're getting involved in your life, that's where it becomes a difference. When the government's telling you you can't, for instance, have an abortion, that's extreme because he's telling you what to do with your body. When the government's telling you that you can't, the government's telling you, for instance, that you're saying about the COVID shot
Yeah.
because you feel like maybe I don't want the COVID shot. I don't trust it.
All right.
That's another level. The government telling you that you can't rebuild on your land a house is a whole nother level. See, we're talking about property. We're talking about your life, a life that you're taking out, and then you're talking about the other one. Was the other one? Oh, property.
Right.
So those are three different things. They're not the same. Property, life, and what was the other one name? Is property, life, and what was the other third one? Oh, health. Are three different things. We're not going to put them on the same level. Life, for one,
I
should
would
be
say
number one, right?
I put
Pretty
them
much.
I put them all on the same level in one sense because
I get-
I feel like any government intervention on something
Okay,
supposed to be
so,
a freedom
before
of
you
choice.
before you go any further,
freedom of choice?
That's what I said at the beginning. I said as far as the government intervening with anything is what it is. That's all one line. That's one. That's all together.
Yeah.
But now we talk about different topics. Different topics have different levels. If we talking about trying to get rid of liquor stores on the corner, that's not the same as telling a woman she can't have an abortion.
No, but the
But
government
so,
ain't
so
trying
I'm
to get rid of
saying
liquor
that's what
stores
I'm
on the
saying.
corner.
That's all intervening from the government. But what I'm saying, I'm using it as an example.
Right.
Okay. That's all government intervening. But once they intervene, there is different levels to different shit. Some shit comes up with different priorities. So what I'm saying is we can't just lump it all into one
Yeah.
because certain things that the government is intervening with that we might feel like we don't agree with might not be as important as other things that the government's intervening with. So we can't lump them
I
all
can
together.
see it from your perspective that okay, there's different levels of what it is, and we all agree that no matter what, it's still government intervening in somebody's personal choice, right?
Mm-hmm.
We said that's the same level. But the bottom line is, I don't think I don't feel like they should be entitled to make a decision for you or I, right? That
Well,
has not.
for you to say entitlement, that's a feeling. I don't know what they feel. I can't tell you what the government feels. I'm telling you that I do believe that the government needs to intervene in certain things. There's certain things that the government needs to step in.
And you know what? I would say that you are right when it comes to, and I want to make sure I say this right, when it comes to national safety and security. So this is where the COVID thing comes in, right? For me, right? So it's a personal choice for people to take the COVID shot or not take the COVID shot, right? Mm-hmm. And now they are going to say, they're not saying everybody has to take the COVID shot. They're saying certain places, works, jobs, locations where you can enter, where you can go, or where you work at, it's going to be mandatory for them to have a COVID shot. Now, my question to you, again, do you think that's right? Say you're I don't know what religion that is. It doesn't take medicines or doesn't take certain things, but you work for the government. And now the government says, hey, to come into this place, you have to be vaccinated. Is that something you feel that's fair? Something that's,
You asking me?
I'm asking you,
My personal belief?
personal opinion.
My personal opinion is that everybody should be vaccinated. If you feel like you shouldn't be vaccinated, if you feel like it interferes with religion,
Yep.
beliefs,
Yep.
any personal, you can have, it don't even matter if you just feel like I don't want to take it.
Yeah.
Just know that that comes with the consequence of not being able to have access to everything. My thing is, I just feel like we see what's happening. You see people dying. Mm-hmm. You see people who's vaccinated who still might be, now get me wrong, they still might be catching it, but the death rate is not the same as the people who are not vaccinated.
True.
We're seeing people, we actually see it. So if you decide that you don't want to believe that's what it is, or if those numbers don't satisfy you, you have that right. But just know, just like with every other decision that we make, it has consequences.
Right, right.
If you decide that you don't want to vote, then for a candidate or whatever, then when that person becomes put in office, that's your consequence.
Right.
That person that you didn't want in office now is there,
Yeah.
but you didn't vote.
Right.
That's that consequence.
Right.
So that's what it is. I think that I don't believe that, we got all this bullshit. Me and Tony was just talking about the other day. We got all this bullshit out there about how they thinking that they putting chips in us. They doing this, they doing that.
Yeah.
And it's like,
Yeah, it's all conspiracy crap.
yeah, it's kind of like, okay, if that's what you want to believe, I can't tell you they not, because I don't know for a fact.
Nah,
But
nah.
I do know that the people that we supposed to be like against are, I'm putting in quotes against, like I see those folks on TV getting the shot. I see tons of white folks getting the shot.
Right.
You think that they're coming in, you're coming in and say, oh, wait a minute, there's a white folk giving them this shot. Oh, black folks give them the chip. They're deciding who they're going to give it to.
Nope.
We're all getting the same thing. We've seen what it is. We've seen whether it be fake or not. We've seen politicians get it. We've seen everybody get it. And me, I speak for myself. I'm not going to speak for everybody else. Me being somebody who has a family that's actually in the medical field, and to see them get it, to see the doctors get it, to see everybody else get it. So who is actually controlling all this? You think that the government, if we were to say that the government was behind trying to sneak something in us, you think the government is behind the doctors and they're doing something fishy behind here, and then they're giving it to the doctors without the doctors knowing it all? Not all not the doctors we know, but we talking about all doctors
Right.
through the world.
Right.
And nobody's saying, whoa, wait a minute. This ain't right.
Right.
You guys are trying to slip something over on us.
Right. I'm gonna give Tony. I'm
the
gonna give
people
Tony a
who-
chance to answer too.
And I'll shut up after this. The people who haven't been vaccinated, they haven't been vaccinated because they don't want to be vaccinated.
Right.
That's just the bottom line. They don't want to be vaccinated. I'm not shitting on them.
No.
They don't want to be vaccinated for whatever, and then they find reasons to justify why they don't want to be vaccinated.
Right.
But if you don't want to be vaccinated, you don't want to be vaccinated. You're not a criminal. You're not a villain because you don't want to be vaccinated. That's your belief.
So-
it is what it is.
I'm gonna let Tone answer, but I want you to hold that thought, what you said right there, because that's the very premise of my conversation that me and you were having.
You say you had nothing to talk about, and you just went all up into this vaccination shit.
Yeah, because I thought it was very
I want to
interesting.
talk about the locks and Dipset.
We gonna get into the
This nigga
locks
talking
and
about
Dipset. Tone,
Dipset.
answer the question, and then we're gonna get into
No, we ain't got to rush. Tone, go do your thing.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like-
so the
like
locks
you
and
said,
Dipsets have
you know,
whatchamacallit.
I was-
Go ahead.
every time, man. Every time.
He set me up
Every
nicely.
time.
He threw me the alley-oop.
Y'all suck. No, yeah. If you work for a company that tells you got to get vaccinated,
Yeah.
you get vaccinated, man. If even the president said you work for the federal government or a contractor, y'all need to get vaccinated. Me and Eric, ex-military. You think for once we bother asking, excuse me, sir, but what is it that you
Yeah,
are,
it don't make sense for us now.
yeah. What is it that you are going to put in? No. Get in line with the rest of these motherfuckers and get your shot.
Tony make a great point. Why would we stand on this one?
Yeah.
As many shots as we ain't had, we stood in line to get. Well, we just standing in line. They just poking us,
Just
each person,
multiple.
and we getting them.
Right.
And
Yeah.
ain't asking questions.
Not asking the
now,
question.
this is the one we decided by. Oh no, I'm not getting that.
Now, mind you, what is it you had to do as a kid prior to going to school, starting school? You needed to get all your shots,
Shot records
to
up.
get there.
Yeah.
Nobody's saying shit. Nobody questioned that.
Nope.
It's a requirement, right?
Right.
Nobody's fighting that.
Oh, there's people fighting it.
I'm sure there's people. Not in
No,
my
no,
days.
no. But see, what I'm saying is, to me, this is a thing where I hate to throw race into it because don't get me wrong. Who I'm gonna get? We don't have no listeners, so it don't even matter. It's just us talking. But I was gonna say that you have Trump supporters, right? So Trump is against it. You got those people that are against it.
Didn't he get a shot first?
He got his shot.
But he was against it. He's the one who set up. He's the one that said this was bullshit. Remember, he said it didn't even exist at
They
first.
didn't even
Oh yeah, that's
exist.
not first.
And so he's been against it from the get go.
Right.
He's the one that has rallies and stuff. No mask, no nothing. He doesn't believe in the shit.
Right.
Supposedly.
Right.
So what I'm saying
But he
is
vaccinated.
So what I'm saying, so you got those people, right? Then you got this where I said I was gonna get shot at. I'm gonna get killed at. I hate to say it, but you got black folks who I feel, this is my personal belief, I feel like they're just too lazy to go get it.
Ooh.
I'm sorry.
So you don't. I mean, I'm
Because
playing devil's-
because what I'm saying,
ladies and gentlemen,
because what I'm
playing
saying,
devil's
what
advocate,
I'm
'cause
saying
I'm gonna
is,
tell you straight up,
once
I'm
you're-
vaccinated, and I will get another shot if they ask me to get another motherfucking shot because I don't want to die.
What
So
I'm
I'm gonna tell you straight up. But you don't think things like the Tuskegee experiment have anything to do with it?
no, you know what? Okay, first of all,
Because that's what I hear. That's what I hear.
Tuskegee. You talking about that?
Tuskegee.
Okay.
I'm sorry. You know.
What I'm saying
lazy
is,
to do.
what I'm saying is that there's very few. The percentage that can quote what you just said.
Yeah.
The reason why they're not getting it is
Yeah.
because of that reason.
Yeah.
Is very, very low.
Man, that's probably true. Yeah.
The majority is going with the bullshit that they read on this, and this is the reason why I shouldn't get it.
Yeah, the chip
They're
shit,
going by
that's some all bullshit.
not chip. I'm talking about. I'm talking about
chips, microchips in the damn
Oh,
shot.
social
and all that
media.
No, I'm talking about social media.
Social media, yeah,
That's what I'm
Bad
talking about.
stories.
Social media tells you,
shit.
that, enough like that, don't get this, don't get that. And they listening to that. But it's being lazy. That's
Right.
what I mean. It's being lazy. It's being,
and not investigating for yourself.
because in order to get the shot, you have to get your ass up. Yeah, you might have to make an appointment. You might have to go to a certain spot, show up,
Oh, this
and then
shit.
you might have to come back for the second shot, depending on what
Couple of
shot.
weeks
it
Well,
is.
later.
the crazy part about it, and again, I have no validation on this, so I'm gonna say this. I know you supposedly you can go to Walgreens, CVS, your doctors, local
But still, it
hospitals,
means getting up.
and they got motherfuckers now making appointments coming to your house and giving you vaccination.
But you still have to make that effort at doing it.
Yeah.
And what I'm saying is, folks are so lazy that they don't want to do it.
Yeah,
They don't want to do, so they look for excuses. It's the same way as somebody said, like when we were kids. I speak on myself. Dad say, okay, I want you to mow the grass today. I'm going to work. When I come home, the grass I need to be mowed. So I get up. Dad's gone to work, and I get up, start trying to mow the grass. Ain't no gas. call your dad or whatever. Oh, there's gas in the shed. Oh, get the shed house here. The lawnmower won't stay started. It won't stay started.
got more excuses.
It's starting to rain. You look for excuses
Not to do what
Not
you have
to
to
do it.
Yeah.
not to do it. It's not that it's going to kill you.
Right.
It's just that it's not a hassle. It's a inconvenience.
Inconvenience.
Exactly.
Even though they give you all the resources to not make it.
Exactly. So
Right.
you don't do it. So you find people who are just lazy, not doing it, and they're looking for. And then on top of that, you go on here and they give you justifications why you shouldn't do it.
Right.
So I'm gonna ride with that. It's not that they really believe that they did this research on the Tuskegee
Experiment, yeah.
experiment that you're talking about, and they feel that way. It's not that they feel it's not real, because I'm sure if they've been living in the last couple of years, they know somebody who's got it.
Oh, yeah,
we
yeah.
all know
Oh, yeah,
somebody
yeah,
who's got
yeah.
it. Shit, we
Now-
had a table, and out of the three of us, one of us has had it,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So it's like we all know somebody who's had it.
Yeah, pretty much.
So it's not like you don't think it don't exist. It's hard for you to tell me that you don't think it exists when you see it all around us. And if you don't believe what you're seeing on TV, you know somebody who's had it.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Most
Yeah.
definitely. Most definitely.
Yeah, but at the same time, they got to. The end of it is going to be it being a passport. It's being, when you get your vaccine, it's going to wind up being a passport. You're going to need your shit. Like there's companies right now that like New York is going to start doing that thing. Restaurants and bars saying they only going to let people in with the vaccine card, proof of
What are you
vaccine.
talking about passport,
But it's
though?
I'm gonna tell you,
Let
you
him
can't go
finish,
to
Kevin, let him finish.
because they interviewed a guy that's
I'm trying to figure out what he's talking about.
Go ahead, Tony.
it's to see there was
He said passport,
a passport. That
but
means
then he
you
went to the restaurants.
yeah
Good.
They're not letting you in without the vaccine, proof of vaccine.
But what they gonna do to passport?
It's gonna be they're not gonna let you fly.
There is a
But you didn't
is
finish that. You said passport.
I
and you
wish I
went to a
could
restaurant.
on this podcast finish my thoughts.
That motherfucker, hang on. That motherfucker, I stopped Kevin.
I ever finish fucking goddamn
Tony,
thoughts.
Tony, I
Ever.
let you finish. Matter of fact, I stopped Kevin from interrupting you because you said
appreciate that.
passport.
Yes.
And then when I said, no, I'm finished. I said, finish you talking about passport. You said, yeah, because when you go to a restaurant, and I'm like, so when's the last time you showed your passport at a restaurant?
So this is
They're
one time I wish I could
I'm
rewind
just
that
saying,
motherfucker
they're-
back.
they're
because
reporting
it.
Once again, they were saying that they were going to try to do this thing where only people with vaccine cards could go
Yeah.
into the restaurant.
I get that.
They have a
But
site. I know
at
for
the
a fact,
same
Tony,
time-
that you can register your information, and there's a digital thing they
That's
give you
fine.
that you can show that you're
No, well, I
vaccinated.
get what he's saying. I know what he's
But-
saying.
yeah,
I'm
but-
just giving him a hard time.
Right.
What he was saying is you can't. It's gonna come down to shit like.
Well, you can't go to a
passport.
baseball game
You
without
can't.
it.
You can't fly without your passport. Then when you get your passport right, you gotta have your.
You got to have the vaccine card.
You can't go eat at a restaurant without your vaccination card.
Right.
If you ain't got your vaccination card, you're not gonna be able to participate in that.
Okay.
You can't go to a game, which we went to a game the other night. and they didn't check.
Disgusting.
Yeah.
Disgusting.
They
So
didn't- they
that's
didn't
that
check.
complete circle back. Tony run it right back to that complete circle of what I was saying. So here we are.
Am I still
It's
coming
getting
through?
to that point where
Test,
we
test,
are not
test.
going to be able to do anything without our vaccination passport, vaccination card, vaccination proof, vaccination whatever. Now,
You gonna say something?
for the safety,
I'm
for the
waiting- I'm
safety
waiting
of
to let
all
him
of
finish.
us, for the safety of all of us, here's where the government is intervening. Do you think that is right? And I'm from Eric. I'm taking that he is saying yes.
Hell yeah.
Tone.
Yes.
I answer for Tone.
It's circled over. No, let Tone answer for himself.
Only reason I want to ask
Yes.
for Tone because Tone think we all nasty as hell. This is the only motherfucker who constantly wears his mask.
Nasty.
This motherfucker who's we at work. This motherfucker be
Nasty.
like, y'all nasty.
But wait. Now, when they tell you, when they give you direction of wearing a mask,
I wouldn't mind
okay,
that work.
roger that. I'm wearing a mask.
I wouldn't mind that work.
Right.
Because we can't. That's the way it is.
Right.
You have
But
some bills, you got to wear them.
It wasn't
think-
but 2 weeks ago that we weren't wearing a
we was all
mask.
bummed.
No,
we was
we
all
wasn't.
assed out. We was all like, ah.
2 weeks ago,
That was-
2 weeks ago, if you was vaccinated, you did
Man,
not have to wear a mask. That
I
was
was
the rule.
I was touching
You
shit,
was
picking
eating
my
ass.
teeth.
There.
What?
Eating ass.
There. Thank you, Tony. I appreciate you circling that long
No,
way
I'm
back.
just saying. Yeah, that game was disgusting. It was
Out of all of us, Tulsa one.
it was just
Tulsa would that be
disgusting.
on it the most, I think.
Oh, it's disgusting.
Appreciate it.
But what I'm saying is that my thing is, I ain't
COVID-19
I'm
center.
not pro government, but I'm not. I know how people act. I know how folks is, and if you don't, make rules, and then make sure these rules are followed. People just don't follow them. People do as much as you allow them to do. If we say that, and they show it, you ain't even got to go. You can talk about kids, for instance. Kids would do as much as you. Pets know where if you're gonna allow them to do shit, they keep doing. They test you. They keep testing you. People test you. So the thing is, as soon as like Tony just said, as soon as we got numbers that was kind of like cool, we opened up, and folks went buck fucking wild.
Right.
We were
stuck in the house for a long time.
Florida, but it don't matter. But what I'm saying is, even if we were stuck in the house for a little while, you know what the consequences are.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
We know that the germ is out there,
Florida, Texas.
but it don't matter. We out there buck wild,
Throwing
licking
block-
on people, spitting on people.
Yeah.
Doing,
They having
you say,
block
but
parties.
that's what it is.
I know,
You
I
say,
know.
we was at the game the other night,
Disgusting.
packed in like this, and we got all. We don't know who the fuck got what.
Right.
And they just everybody talking over everybody, and we just bring it on home.
Yeah.
Disgusting.
So it sounds nasty when we say it like
I
say
thought we did a pretty good job of trying to wear our masks. I know I was eating.
But when we were sitting down, we don't know who the fuck's sitting beside us.
Oh, that's true.
I
That's
sat
right.
next to two people. I don't know who they were.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
know who was on the other side of you. We
Yeah.
have people all in front of us.
Right,
We
right.
have people in back of us.
Yeah.
We don't know what the fuck they spitting out.
No doubt.
Yeah.
So we didn't catch
and-
it.
Exactly, because nobody, and mind you, some of these states been buck wild months ago.
They never shut
They
down.
ain't never shut down.
I remember I went to Florida a couple of months ago, 2 months ago, whatever. I was there. I seen nobody wearing masks. I seen
Well, yeah, you
they
know,
don't believe in it.
You 100% right. And even in the government, I watched like press from the White House, and they take their mask off, and you look around the crowd, and a lot of them don't have their mask on. You're like, what the hell's going on?
Yeah, mind you, those are all the people that didn't believe that shit.
Yeah,
caught
yeah.
the shit, and then they turn around
And got that shit.
the vaccine.
Right.
So
No doubt,
they're like,
no doubt.
shut the fuck up. You did all this shit that you said is totally opposite of what you just do. Because you was like you just fucking around and got shot and job to shot, telling me you wearing masks and bullshit. Yeah,
Go ahead, Ian.
I was gonna say my thing is that I'm not pro government.
Okay.
I'm not gonna say I'm not pro government. I'm not pro government on a lot of things. So when I hear this shit about government involved in deciding where we should get vaccinated or not,
Or this or that.
or in California, should our kids wear masks or not in school, or the shit that they're speaking on. My thing is, this is the kind of shit that we decided to fight on.
yeah.
We're fighting on the government telling us to get vaccinated, to make sure you're healthy, to make sure your kids are healthy. I mean, if you really think, and I'll leave it at this, I'm not gonna try to argue with you or try to change your mind in any kind. I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about in general. I'm not gonna try to change anybody's mind. But if you think that the government is out there to somehow give you something that's not right, give your children stuff that's gonna make them unhealthy or make them what they need you to be, a robot, a drone, whatever it is they want you to be. If that's what you believe, I'm not gonna sit here and argue with your ass. If that's what you believe, then believe it. But it's just crazy for me that that's what you chose to believe.
So that I'm clear. Now I want to make sure so we kill the topic.
I didn't make it clear.
No, so I'm clear. I'm just saying my thing. Man, stop it, bro. So here it is. For general health safety of the population, you believe the government should intervene and do what we have to do, and people should follow protocol. But not everything. There's certain things in the world you believe the government should keep their ass out of.
Everything is its
It
own.
depends on that
Everything
situation.
is its own situation.
Own situation.
I hate when you lump. I hate when not you.
I'm just bringing it around full circle.
Again, I'm not you. I hate when people lump shit all together. I take everything as individual things. So the government might have some say so in certain shit. I get it. They know more than I know about certain things. And you could argue you know more about your body than they do.
Right.
So if you feel that, like I say, once again, if that's what you feel, I'm not going to try to convince you. But I would ask you to quit to believe what you believe, but don't push that bullshit out to everybody else. Let everybody else do what they need to do. I just don't get this you getting, the vaccination. That just don't make sense to me. It's obvious to me. We see what it's done. We've seen it shut down. We've seen people die. We've seen the hospitals not have enough. Look what it did to India. Everybody's forgetting about India.
Some countries ain't even got vaccines.
So think about India. What was it, a month ago? You remember every day we turned on the news, they had all them people laying out in the street so sick. They didn't have enough hospitals, not enough bed. People were dying. They didn't know what to do with them. They got dead bodies laying out there from COVID because it hit them. Because remember, they're 1 billion strong.
Yeah.
All them folks out there just because they, unlike us, we got vast amount of land and stuff. They all packed up.
1 billion people.
So that happened to them. And you see what it's doing. So either you don't believe what you're seeing.
I don't give a fuck.
It's crazy to me.
Yeah.
So at that point, if you still feel like you don't want to take it, bruh, more power to you. Don't take it. Knock yourself out.
Yep.
Next topic.
Now we gonna get into something that they gave me the motherfucking whole business about.
Eric.
Your boy didn't get a chance to see the battle.
It's late now. It's kind of late because we didn't.
It's like a week.
Yeah, it's a little late.
I missed it. So,
I'm just saying you missed a good one.
I missed a good one. I ain't gonna lie, man. I watched that Keith Sweat and Bobby Brown, and it kind of, pulled me back. It wasn't good.
There was another one between there, though.
The girls was in between there, right?
No, it was Romeo and Bow Wow, and was there a girl one too? You didn't see Romeo and Bow Wow? It was whack.
It was Romeo and Bow Wow?
Yeah, Romeo and Bow Wow.
Bow Wow should have took that.
Oh, I say Romeo and Bow Wow?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. It was it was Soulja Boy and Bow Wow, and Soulja Boy brought out Romeo because Romeo has beef with.
Oh my goodness.
Anyway,
but Bow Wow should have took that. No problem.
Wow.
Well, that's not what happened.
Okay, I have to take. So I guess they was whack. Anyway, so these two,
I thought it was whack.
Two good ones went. The Locks, Dipset,
Yeah.
Enlighten the Brother. Y'all thought it was a good one. That's what you're telling me.
I thought it was hella good. Tell me what you think.
It was good. I liked it. I mean, I didn't watch the whole thing. I just watched the highlights, but I watched the good highlights of it. I'm not trying to listen to all those songs.
Let me say this: for us who didn't see it, y'all gotta put us there. Y'all gotta bring it to light.
No, everybody's seen it. You're the only one that didn't see it.
Tone. Hey, bring us to light. How it go down?
Well, you're the only one that didn't see it. Everybody's seen it.
I don't think everybody's seen it.
Everybody's seen it. They've been talking.
Everybody's seen it.
You couldn't go on any social media the next couple of days after that and not see memes of Jada Kiss and Dipset. The shit was everywhere.
Shit was hilarious.
So I say this: what I got out of it. This is what I got out of it.
Okay.
So for a long time, and this is me admitting some shit too. I've always been like, of course, we all come from the same era. We all listen to basically the same. When it comes to rap, we all listen to the same type of rap music. So you got Tony over here that I know I relate with in music. And I got Kevin over here. I know I relate with music. So there was a time when, up until this battle, there was a time in there somewhere where I start not thinking highly about the music that we loved so much of that era. A lot of that era was when me and Tony first started hanging out.
Yeah, probably like late 80s. Not late
Yeah.
80s. I mean late 90s.
So a lot of that music I kind of forgot. I was like, I loved it then, but
Right.
it's been a while, and I don't go searching it out. So I kind of lost respect for it a little bit, right?
Right.
So everybody who knows me knows I'm into my yacht rock. That's what I listen to. Can't go wrong with Daryl Hall and John Oates and shit. But
Michael McDonald.
don't
That's your man. Huh?
say with respect, bro.
Oh, he said that was some spice.
Mike
He said it with some sass.
Yes.
Michael McDonald. That's your man.
That's my man. Anyway, I kind of lost track. I kind of wasn't feeling it I did. Man, don't disrespect, bro. You did mean disrespectful.
That's disgusting.
That's just disrespectful.
That's disgusting.
But anyway, I had kind of lost touch with some of this stuff.
Okay.
I thought I was still in touch with it,
Right.
but I kind of lost touch with it. So watching Dipset and the Locks come on stage, watching the whole thing, like the tension on the stage, even the out what they wearing and shit.
Oh, wow.
It's just like you're watching it. You're just like, ooh, these things come through like back in the day. I mean, Dipset was Dipset. They wore their shit. And you had Jada Kiss on with the shorts and the Timberlands. I hate that shit.
They're ready to go. The Jodeci look.
What?
That's New York, nigga.
What? The Timbs was the
The
shorts.
Timberland shorts is New York.
Yeah,
Don't say Jodeci. Them niggas stole it.
Jodeci.
Them niggas took it from them.
Oh yeah, of course it's New York. It's
That's
the borough.
straight New York.
It's the borough.
Man,
no doubt.
But
Well,
they
I'm saying
can't.
that.
They was out there like
Jodeci
that.
and Mary J. Blige made it famous because of
What?
Hold on. We ain't gonna sidestep because of they were famous at that time.
Nigga, you just said the most hardcore hip hop, if we can call it a costume or outfit, was made famous by Mary J. Blige and
Hold on.
Jodeci.
Hold
was
on. You gotta.
It was way before.
The Locks. Are you trying to say that the Locks came out before them?
No, what I'm trying to say is
No, they had that look, but they wasn't. Nobody. They had the look. Don't get it twisted. New York had that style. It was all New York style.
They
but
had that.
who put it out there for other people to see?
I'm
it
gonna
was
say this.
Jodeci.
I'll say this and leave it alone. If you say Timberlands and shorts,
Oh man.
I would
Even
I would never ever. You could ask me 100 people the name. I would never think of Mary J.
and
Blige.
Jodeci.
First of all, Mary J. Blige didn't even wear Timberlands. She had on like them high tech, them like military.
military.
boots.
Let's pull
Yeah.
off the subject because I have no time to try to show you what. I just got you watching the big special and they were talking about what pulled all this fashion out
Okay,
to the
okay,
public.
I'll leave it alone.
I'm not
You're
going
right.
to even
You're
argue
right.
with you about
You're right.
this.
Mary
Let's
J.
just
Blige
go.
and Jodeci
No,
is
that's
known.
not what I'm saying.
They
I'm
the
saying
one
they
who made Timberlands famous. Timberlands and shorts.
No,
Because
I'm not
this
saying
look that they had was.
Go ahead. Let's go. Tell me the story, bro. Who made it famous? I mean, no, we ain't go. We just go. Tell
No,
me. Tell me
I don't know who made it famous. I just know it was out way
Tell me
before
from your
them.
point of view.
Nobody knows.
We can go back to the leaders of the new school. I mean, I'm sorry. Even that though, leaders of the new school. We can go back. I was thinking about whatchamacallit.
Y'all forgetting about like Wu-Tang.
Who I'm talking about? TikTok.
Lords of the Underground.
Lords of the Underground. All them niggas was wearing Timberlands and shorts and camouflage and all that shit way before
Even
that.
Usher's first single he had
I mean, that's
Timberlands
before.
on.
That's all before. That's all before Mary J. Blige.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's go.
But anyway, yeah,
Anyway.
it was New York was in
It
the
was New
building.
York.
New York was in the building.
New York was in the building.
New York
Nice
was
look.
in the
Tell me. Go
building.
ahead. Let's go.
I ain't even say nothing.
No, you supposed to be telling it.
You said some controversial shit.
Because he stood on it too. That's what's
I'm-
crazy about it.
You
I'm
gonna
not
be on
saying
that hill,
I'm not
Kev?
saying nothing. Bro. You
No,
got it.
no. Let me get my
You
point
know,
across.
you know, you
Let
know.
me get my point across real quick.
Get your point.
Let me get a point across. My point that I'm making. This is my point.
I love it. I love it.
Is
I
that
love it.
Timberland's boots and this camouflage shit, or just that look, just that whole look that we all know, like Jadakiss had, that them niggas wear, was something that was established. I say way before we saw Jodeci. First of all, I don't even know if Jodeci had on Timberlands.
I don't think they did.
I think they had them high tech, them other boots too.
They had the
I think
military
about
boots.
yeah, exactly the military type boots.
Yeah.
But even if I give them that credit, that still was established way before them. It's like even before we seen Jadakiss wear it, it's like it's been there. And I'm sure that I can't speak on it because I'm a West Coast nigga, but I'm sure that there's East Coast niggas, if they were listening, could really just tell us all the cats that was wearing Timberlands way before that.
Yeah. Cause you
And nobody's arguing that Timberlands wasn't out in New York way before.
I'm not
they started
saying
putting it out.
out. I'm not saying
talking about
out.
national.
You say who made it
seeing-
famous, and when
seeing
you
them.
say making it famous,
Yeah.
I really doubt that Mary J. Blige and
I said-
Jodeci,
Well, Uptown is what I mean. Uptown, that whole
even
Uptown. set.
Uptown.
That's what I mean. Made it to me. Made
I
that
don't even believe
famous.
Uptown because it's not Uptown.
okay, so
Okay, that's
so-
Heavy D and the Boys. That's all of them. All of them.
I don't know any of them wearing Timberlands though.
Okay.
I'm thinking, like I say, I'm thinking about Lords of the Underground. I'm thinking about that era.
Okay.
Who was wearing it? I'm trying to think about, if we think about, say, Heavy D in them, maybe, I guess, maybe they wore some Timberlands once, but I wouldn't associate them as, like, we say Timberlands. I was like, oh, yeah, Lords of the Underground.
No.
But if you say, I'm sorry, I would say, yeah, Heavy D. But if you say Timberlands, there's certain groups, that's automatically you're going to think about. You automatically going to think about groups like Locks,
Oh yeah.
Lords
of
of
course.
the Underground. Name some more. Buckshot. All them motherfuckers from.
yeah, like
There's hell of them. Who's my man? I'm talking about.
CL
What's the one talking about? The dudes that we always listen to.
Lost Boys.
The Lost Boys. You think about all them cats that were Timberland down. I never would think about Mary J. Blige as making that famous.
Yeah. And not to mention when Jodeci came out, shit, that was like
When
what year was that?
I don't know. But I don't know
Early
Jodeci. Like I say,
90s?
I still don't know Jodeci was wearing Timberlands. I think they were wearing.
early 90s.
No,
Okay.
I don't think they were wearing.
I give them early 90s, yeah.
It's early 90s.
I remember, it's early 90s.
Yeah.
Yeah, they weren't wearing
early.
Timbs.
But they weren't wearing Timbs.
They weren't wearing
There was
Timbs.
one of the shorts and the look and the.
But they were wearing shorts and they were wearing boots.
and
But not
and
They were wearing
Timbs.
Timberland boots. They were that.
When you look, I mean, you
military
can look up
boots.
the picture. I know. I'm looking at. I'm seeing the picture when they got that shit on, and they got them black high tech.
Yeah, they got the high-tech
Because we
boots.
used to wear.
We
them.
used to wear 'em.
Yeah.
They're not Timbs.
Yeah, that whole East Coast New York look.
You got
Yeah.
Timbs, man.
Right.
You know
So
Timbs.
that's
when
my
you see 'em.
thing. That high tech. The reason why I separate the high tech from the Tim look, because I wore the high techs, right?
I think we all wore
there's
the
a big
high-techs.
difference. Because then later on in life, I bought Timbs, and it's a big difference. In,
Tim
in wearing them
come to hip hop a little bit
heavy
later.
ass Timbs
But the whole.
to them tennis shoe like boots.
So let's back up. Before you tell me, and since I'm not trying to argue with you. I'm trying to just be civil with you. Before Mary J. Blige, Jodeci, all them dudes with that East Coast look, with the shorts, t-shirt, boots, blah blah blah. Who was rocking it? Tell me.
all them niggas from there. That's what I'm saying. All them niggas in the Bronx. All them niggas in those areas was wearing.
But no,
that
I
shit.
said putting it out nationally for people to see. Because I want to know who you see
Because
first
you gotta-
rocking that look.
Okay, first
I'm
of
telling you. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
no. First of all, you also got to think what came first. Did they see your average normal cats on the block wearing that shit and say, that's a cool look, let me wear that shit on the video?
The kids rocking the fashion in the Bronx came first, of course.
But
We
that's
know
what I'm
that look
saying.
Came first. What brung it out to nationally for other people to see it? Because we ain't talking about social media time, right?
No.
You talking
It's
about
everything
you
in the
see
music
some
video.
Shit, you got it off a music video,
Or magazines.
right? Or if you were lucky enough to catch them in concert, right?
Even then, you don't
So,
even know what the
right?
fuck they were wearing.
The first
most of
person-
the performers was trying to look
The
professional.
first people I seen making that statement, making those styles, and I thought it was cool to emulate, would have been Lords of the Underground, would have been like Pete Rock and CL Smooth, would have been like those cats.
Right.
When,
Which is 93,
when Mary J. Blige,
94.
no, that's before that.
CL Smooth, Pete
That's
Rock.
before that. Mary J. Blige comes out in, I say, 90,
One.
91, 92.
Yep.
Okay.
About 91.
I'm gonna put it 91. Okay, you're right.
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna say Lords of the Underground. As far as that look,
Right.
Mary J. Blige when she comes out. First of all, you got to show me. I need to see the picture with Mary J. Blige wearing Timberlands. Just show me that
What
picture.
video is it with Heavy D's singing with no, is it Father MC? I think it's Father MC singing with Jodeci, and Jodeci is rocking the ghetto East Coast look.
First of all, they're not even from the East Coast.
They're
I mean, they're not even from New
North
York.
Carolina. They're from Kakalaki.
So what I want you to do is number one.
But
Answer my question real quick. And if you need to pause it. We can come back to it.
No.
Because I can't go no further until I see this. I need to see Mary J. Blige wearing Timberland boots.
I'll find it.
Because
I
that
don't know if
first
she's wearing
album,
Timberland boots.
she's wearing. It looks like
I think
Army.
it's her first video. What's the first song she came out with? And they dancing in the street.
It looks like she's wearing them black Army boots. We call.
Probably was.
She's
Probably
wearing
was.
what we call them, the ones that
Sort of like the
the
high
jump
heel
boots, the jump boots.
Yeah.
She's wearing those, which is a whole different thing than Timberland with shorts, with camouflage shorts.
Right.
We talking about a whole different style
Yeah, because the 411 came out in 92.
in
Yeah,
'92.
that's the full when all that came out, right?
Yes.
So when does while you looking up shit? So when does the group I said TikTok
Oh, Lords of the Underground?
Lords Underground come out? It's got to be 91, 92 around the same time.
Yeah.
But the difference is Mary J. Blige is wearing, like I say, jump boots with some mini skirt or whatever else she's wearing, and these niggas is sporting fatigues, camouflage, Timbs,
Yeah.
and they wearing the shit that we seen up on stage that night.
Yeah, Chief Rocker, 93.
93, Chief Rocker?
Chief
So it's
Rocker,
after.
93.
Right.
Wait a minute, that's not right.
Yeah, because Father MC is
You know why I know that's not
is
right?
90.
Because of 93, I'm out the military.
Yeah.
And I know when Chief Rocker came out, I was in the military.
treat them like they want to be treated with Jodeci.
That's
Father
that's
MC.
89.
That's 89, 90. That's the first time I seen that short.
But that's look
well,
up that. Let me see that video because I want to see what you're talking about.
That's the first time I seen that look.
I need to see that video. Everybody, look up Father
don't know.
MC. Treat them how they want to be treated. I want to see Jodeci in this video wearing that shit.
I think that's the first time I remember seeing something like that look.
I don't think they was wearing that shit.
Okay, they probably wasn't.
Well, you just said they were.
I thought they were. Like I said, I know Mary J. Blige, this, that, all of them.
Anyway,
the people
we got
I
all
saw a
that,
little
but
thing
anyway.
about. So anyway, can we get back to the story? We argued about a look.
The locks killed the Dipset. We just leave it at that. They killed him.
Jadakiss.
They killed him. It wasn't even a competition.
Yeah, it was like, why? Like Jadakiss said, why you guys even show up?
What?
Yeah.
It wasn't even a competition.
Yeah, I don't. It was performance wise. I mean, it also reminds you of what the locks are.
Because you
with all
forget.
that new shit. Yeah, because you move on to other shit, and then you forget like, oh shit,
And that's
That's
what
a
I was
banger.
getting at. That's what I was getting at, Tony. It made you realize, it brought you back to like, wait a minute. What we were listening to then was crazy. Since then, me and Tony been talking, And we ain't brought back upstate property. We ain't brought back upstate. We brought back all these groups, and we like, wait a
Freeway.
minute, Freeway. These niggas be spitting, and you forget about it. You forget about these cats because this was kind of like a what do you say? Even though it was the Locks against Dipset, it represented more. To me, it kind of represented MCing, real hip hop, compared to kind of what we see today is these cats is just doing shit to be
It's a gimmick.
almost gimmicky or
Do you
or
think
I'm
it's-
fly. I'm fly, I'm this and that, but these niggas is blue collar workers.
Yeah, slap
Okay.
the shit out of you with your little.
Gimmicky. Who's on top now? I don't listen to today's hip hop, so I don't know. Who's
don't
on top
know.
We
now?
don't know either.
We don't know. We some old heads. We don't keep up with that new shit.
But I say we because I'm right with y'all. Gimmicky. You said gimmicky.
Yeah, when I mean gimmicky, I mean sometimes what I mean by that is there's skill, and and you are who you are because you got that skill.
Right.
Then there's people who I'm not going to say they don't have a skill. They have a skill, but they push forward more the gimmicky part. When we mean by that is the fashion. I'm trying to make something big that everybody bites onto, and we can carry that.
Right.
Where these cats still stick straight to, look, I'm gonna give you good, wholesome. It's like furniture, for instance.
Right.
It's like solid furniture, and then there's like this weak shit. It looks good.
IKEA shit.
Yeah, it looks good. It's for the time, and everybody flocks to it because it's easy to get, but
it's cheap,
But
yeah.
you can't get better than the solid
Solid
that
wood.
solid furniture.
Right.
And Jada Kiss is that solid furniture. He came through with straight lyrics, and he knew it. He kept saying the whole battle. Like, I don't even know why the fuck are we even doing? What the fuck are you thinking about coming up against me? You guys don't have. You can't do it.
Jada. So I hear everything you saying on that, and I say to myself, the only people that I listen to now, right, is Drake, Kendrick, what's old boy, the group that you had, what's the dude, the three dudes, Migos.
So hang on.
Migos.
So I'm glad you bringing that up because that brings up a topic that I wanted to bring
J.
up. too.
Cole. I mean, I don't listen to too many of them because of that reason.
So because of what we just seen this weekend, I mean last week with the Locks and the and Dipset, it made me really start thinking about a lot of stuff. And I thought about different topics for the show and how to bring them up. But you saying what you just said, I have to ask you, and I want you to be truthful.
Huh?
When you say those are the people you listen to,
And I don't play them all the time, so just yes.
now you said this is the only people you
That's the
listen
only
to.
people I listen to.
So the only people you listen to, are you listening to them because that's who you like? Are you listening to them because that's who everybody's saying is hot?
No.
Or are you just saying that because that's the thing to say? And
I'm gonna put them for you understand exactly where I'm at with
I
it.
haven't finished.
Go ahead.
And it leads us into the other question that I was going to say, and I know a lot of people, we all talk about this, every show speaks on this, is when everybody names their top 5, their top 10, people give the same people all the time. And if you really think about who it is you like, personally, who it is you like, if you give your top 5, is it the same as what everybody expects you to say? Everybody expects you to say Biggie. Everybody expects you to say Pac. Everybody expects you to say Jay-Z. Is that really how you feel?
But I don't think so.
Or are you just saying it?
Because my number one is always Rakim, and people don't like Rakim, right?
Who don't like Rakim?
I mean, a lot of people don't think Rakim is the number
He's
one.
in everybody's top 5.
I always say Rakim. I've never said any other rapper other than Rakim. Rakim has always been my number one. Will probably always be my number one.
He coming to town too.
And when I throw Koji Rap in there, people think I'm crazy too. I don't say Coogee
I
rap.
don't know. No, I don't
Not the
think.
Coogee rap.
Who are these people that think you crazy? Because if
A
you're
lot
talking
of
to
people-
old heads, nobody thinks you're crazy for throwing
a lot-
Coogee rap in
Maybe
there.
it's the young heads. Maybe it's the young heads.
Okay.
And when I listen to new music, the ones I listen to, if I put them in order of least listen to,
No,
Migos would be- Migos would
don't
be-
don't start.
Like
that.
I don't fuck with them
Go
that
back.
much.
Go back to the first question though. So when you say those people,
Yeah.
those groups,
Yeah.
is that really who you enjoy?
I enjoy Drake and I say I don't know if I
said
enjoy
Kendrick
Drake
Lamar.
the most. Kendrick would be.
You said J.
third.
Cole. 'Cause those are the things that
J.
those are the things
Cole.
that people say.
J. Cole.
Those are the things
would
that people
probably
say because
be.
it's the thing to say.
It's the current.
J.
it's the thing to
Cole.
say.
J. Cole would probably be
But
second.
do you know? Can you name a J. Cole song?
I listen to his whole album every time I
No,
work out.
no. I'm just saying. Can you name a J. Cole song?
Just right off
Yeah.
hand. I
And I'm
didn't
sure
listen
you.
to his
Hang on,
albums.
but I'm
I
saying.
think about
I'm
it.
sure you know one. I'm sure you know one or two. But what I'm saying is that it's crazy that that's who you go to.
Yeah, and I-
But you can't name one. And I'm the same way. I couldn't name one.
I'm gonna be honest with
Can
you.
you
I
name
don't.
one?
If I
A J. Cole thing?
like,
Yeah.
if you would start playing me J. Cole music, I
Of
can
course
say
you
the
know
rap.
it. Of course you know it.
It's like I don't know the songs because I just listen to the whole album.
But that's
and
what
they
I'm
blend
saying.
together.
So
that's crazy.
So
that
so
I do that.
But that's what I'm saying.
It's not like Rock Kim.
It
If
ain't
I
that
knew
we-
every word,
so-
or every song, lyric, or whatever it was.
So that's what I'm saying, Tone. We don't really. It ain't that. That's who we listen to. That's who we did. We don't listen to J. Cole because if we really listen to J. Cole,
I would know.
we would
every
know
fucking-
some J. Cole shit.
Okay.
It's just that's the thing to say right now.
yeah.
I listen to J. Cole because J. Cole's hot. He just put out a new album. I listen to the Migos. Migos is hot. They put out some shit. I listen to Drake because Drake's, don't get me wrong, Drake is a genius. But we say that shit and we really don't fuck with him.
Yeah.
That's
like
my point.
I wouldn't. I like if I listen to them, but they're still not in my top five.
I'll
No,
listen-
they're not in my top five. But they're not in my top
15
five.
years, my top
But-
five will still be. The
But that
same
last album
motherfuckers.
that J. Cole had, I listened to that mug every day I worked out because I just thought lyrically he was spitting.
But it's crazy. It's crazy that you say that.
And I don't. You're right because I don't really know the titles.
You don't know shit
But
about
if-
J. Cole.
If the song came on, I could say the words. Like you know what I mean? That is crazy. And let me look it up real quick. It's
You work out to J.
the
Cole?
KMD album. The KMD album, right?
That ain't the last album.
That's the last album I was listening to, right? So that's just show I haven't listened to the new one, but I listened to. He had a little.
See, that's what so that just what you said alone.
I know
You
that.
just said his last album and you named the album.
No, not his last album.
but
The
no,
album before.
but that's what you just said
yeah,
though.
that's what I said, but
so
that's
that's what
what
I'm
I
saying. That
listened to
just shows
last.
you right there that you don't really fuck with J. Cole.
No, but I like the way he spit. So it's not that I just hadn't had.
you
time.
just listen.
I would
just-
listen to
when
his
his music comes on, you like it.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah,
but,
it is.
but don't.
That's
But,
why I
that's,
fuck with J. Cole.
but that
That's what
doesn't
I said.
deserve a
Same
spot.
with not for Drake too.
But that doesn't
I
deserve.
can tell you his last album either.
But that doesn't deserve a place when somebody asks you who you listen to. You can say, "Oh, I fuck with J. Cole. I fuck with so and so and so and so," because you really don't fuck with them. But I can ask you about.
back
I can ask you.
that shit
I can
up.
ask you about. Hang on.
What did
I can
say
ask you about.
before we started this conversation? Do you remember?
What's that?
I said I don't listen to the radio. I don't listen to these new artists that often. I said that.
Okay, but I'm not saying that.
Oh, okay.
What I'm saying is that when you really fuck with an artist, you know they shit.
Oh yeah.
So
right.
like if I turn over to Tony and Tony says his favorite rappers or he fucks with Jay-Z, he's gonna tell me hella shit about Jay-Z. He's gonna tell me Jay-Z cuts. He can name Jay-Z's last album. He can name with this and that and that.
Yeah.
And same with me.
Yeah.
If you ask me who I fuck with, now mind you, I've been caught up in the same thing you caught up.
Yeah.
People say, "Hey, who you listening to?" I'm like, "Oh, I listen to
the Migos.
Tyler the Creator."
Yeah, Tyler the Creator.
And I do like Tyler the Creator, but mind you, I don't know everything about Tyler the Creator.
Right.
The reason why I say all that shit because we come from an era where, remember, we were the ones who opened up the tape cassette and
read that shit.
read all the lyrics.
Oh yeah, all the lyrics. and
Read
shit.
who was,
Yeah.
special thanks to all these different
Oh,
people.
yeah.
Yeah.
And we knew everything about the artists because we fucked with them artists.
Oh, we
And
fuck
there's
with them
nothing
real.
Okay, and there's nothing that they could tell us that we didn't know about the artists. You like, oh, you already know that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But nowadays, it's just easy to throw out names. Oh, I fuck with the Amigos.
Well,
I can't name one Amigo song.
Hey, if that's
But
the case,
I like their songs,
none
but
of
I
them.
don't know none of them.
if that's
Stir
the case,
fry.
then I don't fuck with none of them on the level that I fuck with them old hip hop artists. You're right,
Man.
none of them.
So we need to quit saying that this
But
is what
if
we
somebody
do.
asks me what I'm listening to in my car, if I hear it come on, if I go through it, I'm like, oh, I like this song. What is this? Who is this? And I'll
you
listen
like
to
the
it.
song.
And it's weird, and you know what I'm saying? It's weird because when somebody say, you know, R&B shit, there's some shit I know. Like, 24 Karat Magic, motherfuckers say that, Silk Sonic's the new song. Like, I can sing
You
the
calling
lyrics.
that R&B?
I'm saying I can sing the lyrics
But you
more
calling
so.
those two songs R&B?
I'm not, they R&B now?
They pop.
They pop now?
Are you talking about the two songs that you name is Bruno Mars, right?
Right, they're Bruno Mars.
That's pop.
You consider Bruno Mars pop? You don't consider
Yes.
R&B?
He's very much pop.
Okay. But it's popular music. I consider,
He is like the king of pop right now. He is pop.
I don't know, man. I think
There's
I'm always
nobody
gonna
more
have-
popular than Bruno Mars.
I think I'm always going to put R&B music to me in that category. It's not like old school R&B.
name another artist.
Name
another male
even though
artist
he
that's
was
more
pop.
popular than Bruno Mars right now.
None. Probably some rock artists. They probably got one.
No, they
That's pop.
Yeah. There's nobody bigger than Bruno
I
Mars
don't-
as
I
pop.
don't know, man.
He's the biggest pop artist in the last 5-6 years.
But then again, I don't listen
nice.
to listen to the
You're right.
radio
You're right. There
and
might be
that
somebody
shit, so
out
I
there
don't
right now
know.
might be talking.
I don't know. I don't
because
listen.
I don't keep up.
It could be some guy.
But as
just-
far as I know, there's nobody more pop.
Yeah. As far as I listening to, nobody's more pop. Is what you're saying, basically what you listen to and what I listen
Yeah.
to?
No. Then what? Yeah, what I listen to and from what I see,
Yeah.
nobody's more popular than Bruno Mars.
I agree with
And his music, reason I say it's pop because it crosses over to every genre.
I agree with you. Because the rest of them don't.
You can see a Bruno Mars song on a rock chart. You can see it on the R&B chart. You can see it on the pop chart. You can see it on the whatever other charts, the hip hop chart. You might see it on anything. He's very popular.
Yeah. Yeah.
That brings me to the other thing, Tone. So now with those standards, when I say, and just so we can narrow it down, we're gonna narrow it down to 3 instead of 5. With that being said, even though this has been ran into the ground 1,000 times by everybody in different podcasts and stuff, but now knowing what we just said, who's your top 3 MCs? Rap artists, hip hop artists.
shit.
I should have went to you last because there's one person that I think you're gonna say that I want to make that into a whole thing too. So real quick, think about it. If you got a quick answer,
Fuck
you
you.
ain't give
This
it.
is my house.
If you don't got it,
Fuck
then we go
you.
back to Tone.
This is my house.
So do you have 3?
Fuck you. It's my house.
Do you have 3 or not?
No. I have 3. Always have 3.
So what's your 3?
Fuck you. It's my house. I'm talking along.
What's your 3? If you say you got 3, say your 3. And stand by them 3.
There you go.
That's
Got
your
my
3?
I gave you my 3 already. You
Okay.
already know them.
Wow.
So okay, we come back to you then. You didn't. So you
Hello.
say Rakim?
Was this on?
I know Rakim's your number 1.
Go, Tone.
So he don't even want to go. He don't even want to say it.
Go, Tone.
Who's number 2?
Go, Tone.
Who's your number 2?
What we talking about? I already said you before.
Did he say his top 3?
Yeah. When did you say stuff?
You didn't say your
said
top 3.
Rakim
You
was
said
number one.
Rakim.
Tone.
You said
Go, Tone. Because we've had this argument before
Wait, I
about
know,
lyrically
and I just said,
versus.
I just said we beat this into the ground.
I
But
know.
now that we've said what we said, I said, now does that change your top 3? Who is your top? Has it narrowed down to 3? Who would be your top 3? We know Rakim is 1.
Rakim was 1.
So who would be 2?
And I asked you a question again. Are we talking lyrically?
No.
Or we talking just
We
MC?
talking who you consider for whatever your measurements are as an MC.
Right.
So it's your measurements, and then if we have a question about, say, number 2 was Young MC, we question like why is it Young MC? Then you can say, well, lyrically, so and so, so and so, so and so. So we're not questioning the reason why he's number 2 or number 3. We're questioning what is your 3. I'm not questioning the reason why you put him there.
Okay.
Just Rakim. You said who was the other cat? You said the old school cat.
But there was a lyrical MCs. I asked you what we talking lyrical.
I just said it don't
matter.
It
Don't matter. Don't matter.
It's your reasoning.
Don't matter.
These are your top 3.
My top 3 don't matter.
I might want to throw MC Hammer in there because I
I-
love the beats.
Fuck all that. Don't matter. From what I feel for right now, for what they've done and what I feel for hip hop, Rakim is number 1, Jay is number 2, and Biggie is 3.
Okay, I'm gonna go to you now.
I've got his first 2.
You got Rakim as 1?
Rakim is 1. Jay is 2. And then my third would probably be man. That's man. Man, oh man. Freaking shit. Big Daddy Kane?
It's hard.
I'm surprised. I'm surprised you dropped what's his name out.
I dropped him out because we weren't talking lyrical. We talking
Say his
impact.
name?
Coogee Rap.
Yeah, I'm surprised you
I
dropped
love
him out.
Coogee Rap.
I'm surprised you dropped him
Gifted.
out.
I know he's gifted as hell.
So
Rap
my
his ass
argument. See, you kind of shocked me on one because I thought somebody was gonna pop in there, but maybe not his top 3. He might fall in your top 5. But my argument would be with some of that stuff is with me, and everybody got the right to have their own 3. That's the thing. But from what I'm reading, I'm rethinking stuff. Biggie, he falls down for me because as much as I like Biggie and as potent as he is, that motherfucker was no joke. He's nice. He put out a, truthfully, I hate to say this because people are going to disagree with me too. He put out a classic album. I said album, like in one.
The first one?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Ready to Die.
Okay. I'll give you that one.
The other one,
Born Again. Which one is it?
when the one they did the double CD thing,
Yeah,
Oh, that's the
It wasn't
Life
that-
After Death.
it wasn't that great.
That's a damn shame. I know these albums and I couldn't name them.
But it's not that great.
Right.
It's got some songs on it. It's got a couple. It's got some
good
few
knocks
songs
on
on
it.
it, but it's
Yeah,
not that great.
a lot of goddamn cameos, man.
It's not that great. And then, so with that being said, for me, as great as he is, he drops down on my list. Tupac, he drops down on my list, but I do put him above Biggie just because I went back and I listened to Tupac shit. And my problem with Tupac, reason why I used to always kind of downplay Tupac, was because I played him out. What I mean by that is I played him so much
So much.
that I got, you get sick of certain songs. There's certain songs that you love so much, and when it first comes out, and you play it so much that you just, now when you hear it, it's just like, ugh.
I can see
It's that
that.
song.
I can see. That's why I think Tupac and Biggie flip around for me a lot.
So
I've been listening to Biggie a little bit lately. So
Tupac drops down. So when I go to my top MCs, my top rappers, I mean, and I'm not gonna put them in any order because I haven't figured that part out yet. I mean, I can give you names.
give me order because
But-
we all go flip.
Well, I
We
don't know.
have
I don't know. I really don't. I ain't figured that part out yet. And if I start thinking about it, it's gonna be a long pause in the thing. But I know for me personally, who affected me, KRS-One is up there for me. I love KRS-One. Lyrically, he might not be.
to. No, he's
He might not
nice.
be that.
He's nice.
But KRS-One for me is up there. Shit. I guess I would go with. It's funny because Jay-Z drops even lower. Jay-Z for me drops lower than because I put Biggie and Tupac above Jay-Z. So
And that's a good argument.
So if I'm dropping Tupac and Biggie, I gotta drop Jay-Z even lower. So they drop even lower. I don't know where they
So
fall
you only
in
got
there.
KRS-One right now. So
I got KRS-One, and then I'll probably throw shit, man. I ain't even think this out. Wow. I mean, hang on. Rakim. I probably would throw Rakim up in there somewhere. So we got 1 and 2, 2 and 1, whatever, how you want to place it. I throw Rakim up in there because, like, if we want to talk lyrically,
that's what I said.
he was
Hard.
one of the first rappers I heard lyrically that I was just like, this nigga speaking science. It's crazy how, I mean, I don't even understand what he's saying to me.
Yeah.
Half of this, I'm trying to figure out what he's talking.
Yeah.
Some of the shit that Rakim would say, I'm like, he's speaking on a language I don't even relate to because, like I say, Tony, you frowning, but maybe you related to it more because you're from the East Coast.
I had no idea what the
But when
fuck
this
that
nigga's
man
talking
was
about
saying.
fish is his favorite dish, I'm like, nigga, what about pizza? What about junk food? I'm thinking junk
Bruh.
food, but he's speaking on a whole nother level.
That's what I'm saying.
That's just saying.
I'm a kid.
Yeah,
I'm just
5%.
listening to his words and his cadence and the beat and
His
everything.
cadence was
I'm not paying
sick,
attention
man.
to what he's saying. He could be teaching me all kind of shit, and I'm just
Devil
like,
worship shit you wouldn't even know, Tom.
which is my favorite dish?
Yeah, and
Without
he's just-
my money is still a wish. I was
It's
like,
just
what?
shit.
That's my shit. I don't care
And
what
then,
he's saying.
and then I remember figuring out how to say it. So, you rap, back then we rapped every word for word for word. I remember I can remember the first time I rapped Rakim's biting it'll make you choke, you can't provoke, you can't broke. Wait a minute. Biting it'll make you choke, you can't provoke, you can't cope, you should have broke because it ain't no. I remember saying that perfectly the first time and and thinking to myself, Nick, I could be a rapper. You know what I'm saying?
Fuck your mind.
Yeah,
up,
but I'm
man.
saying that was just crazy to me.
I'm telling you, that's
So-
exactly why. Because
so-
that's the album. That is the album. Paid in Full is the album that every fucking song on that track, you sang it,
So-
you knew
so-
it, everything.
So what I'm saying,
Sunshine needs a
so
rhythm,
I'm glad. Hang on, yeah, hang on.
Right,
Microphone
so?
fiend.
So what I'm saying, I'm glad you guys we're all on the same page now. So what I'm saying is that if the Rakim thing we just been speaking on, right? If that Rakim album just brought us what it just did for us right now, that type of joy, that type of camaraderie where we all came together and was like, I remember that.
Yeah.
It's hard to throw other folks up there that didn't do that same type of thing.
Do that shit.
So it's hard for me to throw somebody like, I hate to say it, but we'll talk about who did I move down? I even say, I don't know, I hate to say Tupac because Tupac really did spit some shit. But it just, that experience I had with that made me feel like, damn.
I don't know though, man. That Rock the Bells.
Oh, I mean, yeah, there's a lot of artists.
LL's another one. See, that's
LL's
another
first.
thing.
You
You
rock
can't
the
throw
bell.
LL out.
Shit, well, you can't throw Big Daddy Kane out. Big Daddy Kane was a
There you
Big
go.
Daddy King's number 3.
I mean,
There you
come
But
on.
hang on. Let's talk about the whole crew.
Yeah. Juice Crew?
The Juice-
Craig G, all them cats, all them niggas was lyrically just nice.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. So when you start talking about that kind of shit, if I think about realistically and not what everybody, what public expects you to say, it's kind of crazy how all them people who everybody throws them because that's the thing to say.
Yeah.
You ask any basketball player, any football player, oh man, Tupac, Biggie, Jay-Z,
Well,
Nas.
Don't you think
everybody says
don't
the same thing?
Don't you think Tupac and Biggie is probably from the longevity? You got to think about these brothers.
But Biggie doesn't have any longevity. That's what I'm saying.
Hold on.
Tupac ain't got no longevity.
But Biggie's is even
These
short.
brothers it's going across
Biggie's is even
decades, though.
shorter.
But they still
as far
rock
as
Biggie
album
shit.
wise.
They still play Biggie shit. Kids can still spit Biggie lyrics. You gotta.
But you. What I'm saying is, you said longevity. You talking about how long?
Not like the music is still playing. They motherfuckers
They-
still playing their music.
I don't believe so. See, when I say, but okay, this is what I mean by that. What I'm saying by that is I'm saying, yes, of course we still hear Biggie. We still hear some Biggie music. What I'm saying is when you say that kids can still spit Biggie music, I don't believe that. I got kids at home right now that can't spit Biggie. They might know some shit, but they don't know it.
Yeah. There are kids that don't.
They don't know
But
it.
you see the YouTube videos, TikTok videos, and they'll be all out there singing.
Nah, I ain't seen that.
I seen.
I mean, but if you seen it, you have. I ain't seen it because I ain't on there.
That's the kind of, and it's more East Coast because them dudes probably play homage. They probably tell their kids, "This is the shit. You got to play this."
Okay,
you know,
well here we go. I'll fuck you up with this then.
They probably.
I'm finna fuck y'all up with this. I know for a fact I'm gonna get disagreement with this. If you're gonna speak the truth, yeah, Tone, Kev,
The fuck?
speak the truth
About who?
about how we rank MCs, the best MCs. Man, I can't believe I'm about to say this out loud.
it.
Even though I really believe it. I can't say it out loud.
You can say it.
Then you can put the mic down. Eminem is a better rapper than Jay-Z.
Okay, let me say this, and I ain't got no problem with saying this. Eminem is better than a lot of motherfucking rappers.
No,
Jay-Z
I said
included.
than Jay-Z. Okay, long we know.
Jay-Z included.
Okay.
Better rapper? Rapper?
Yes.
Better entertainer or a song put together or things that I
Yes.
like?
Yes.
Like, I don't like Eminem's music.
I don't like Jay-Z's music.
Rapper? Motherfucking
So
Eminem
what
is off
Jay-Z
the
music do you
chart.
like? What Jay-Z
I
music?
like all Jay
Because I'm gonna
shit.
tell you truthfully.
I like all
The
Jay.
best
I
Jay-Z,
like the way it come together.
the best Jay-Z
I
shit
don't
for
really like
me,
Eminem shit.
and I know that this is a real unpopular feeling. I love Jay-Z the most when he was with Dynasty. When the Dynasty
Oh
album,
yeah, I'm a hustler, baby. That album right there. Ooh.
and that's what's the name from the Bay Area?
Pharrell, all them.
But that's Pharrell. But it also has what's his name from
What's
because
the name?
Parking Lot.
Benny Siegel's in there.
No, what's the name of the dude?
Mills in
Because
there.
he does beats for like E40 and all them.
Oh, you talking about
What's the dude's name? The guy just got
Ready Rock or
Ready? Is it Ready? Some shit like that. God, I hate we. I
hate
we
that
don't
shit.
know
Also
his name.
in there.
Old heads.
Don't like him and 50 Cent don't get along. They did the little joint. What's the dude's name? 50 Cent got all the beef with.
talking about game?
Ja Rule. Ja Rule's on
Nah,
there.
not Ja Rule. I ain't
All
talking
of them
about
on
Ja
there. I mean,
But anyway, but
Dynasty
to me,
album's nice.
but all the other stuff, and that's where I get it. I do get it because
Jay makes some classics.
Tony been telling me for years about certain like Reasonable Doubt and stuff. I like it.
That's the album.
See, I like it. It just ain't all that to me.
Yeah.
But-
we
but-
had this
but-
before because 22 Twos
Yeah.
was one of my favorite Jay songs.
But I get it. I hear the lyrics,
Yeah.
musically and stuff. I just ain't feeling it.
Eminem, to me, Eminem's cadence, Eminem's rap, his wordplay is nice as shit. I just don't like him on a beat. It's like, I don't know why. I don't get it. But I think Eminem is a talented ass rapper.
I know
He's
you.
better than
I know
a
you
lot
want
of
to. I know you
rappers.
want to say something, Tone.
I
So let you-
have nothing to say. That's your feelings. Your
I
feelings.
just don't.
Knock yourself out, bro.
My thing with Eminem on the beat is this is what the only problem, the only issue I got with you saying that is his beat is made by a person that we all look up to.
Not all of them.
A majority of them, 98%
You think
of
all
them.
that's by Dre?
Yes.
I don't think so.
The shit that we know for that made Eminem. Now what we getting now might not be Dre,
Yeah.
but all that shit, the first 2-3 albums,
That first
that's
album,
Dre.
That first album was Dre 100%.
No, the first 2-3 albums was Dre. That's all Dre.
Oh man, I don't know. I just don't. It never gravitated me. Never pulled me.
I don't know. I listen to
But I-
Drake.
I think
I
his
listen to
wordplay is nice.
Eminem even on like Chronic 2000, right?
Yeah,
and
he killed it on that.
and he kills it.
He killed it
So
on that.
when I say he's on there,
Okay.
you say on beats.
I'm gonna hit you back with what you said. All right,
What's that nigga's name? You found his name?
name a couple of Eminem tracks.
You want me to name Eminem songs?
Yeah, a couple of Eminem
I
songs
can go
off that album.
forever. Which one?
Off
I
those
can-
albums.
We go Stanley.
Man, it's like the
we
only
can
one I
go.
know.
We can go Stanley. We can go. Better yet, I can rap every single. I know every.
Do you like Eminem that much? I didn't know that.
I like Eminem.
I don't. Yeah, Tone. I'm not with that. Tone,
Because
you like
the
Eminem?
reason why I like Eminem is because, okay, it kind of goes to what you said. Maybe his beats, even when his beats, I'm saying this, even when beats ain't the greatest, I know he's about to do something in this
Yeah.
to make it worth listening to. Because his lyrics, he's so witty, he's so smart with his lyrics, so it's gonna make me want to listen to it. Which brings me to the new Nas CD. Have you listened to the new Nas CD?
I haven't listened to Nasty. No.
So he's got that song. Now he's got the new song called EPMD.
Oh wow.
And it's got EPMD on it, and it's got Eminem on it. Because, you know, Eminem's a big EPMD fan. That's
Right.
one of his biggest things.
Yeah,
So,
he loves Parrish.
and he comes on there. And, of course, Eminem kills it. Now, mind you, Eminem is to the point where sometimes we're getting Eminem'd out.
Yeah. Well,
Em-
he killed the song with Jay on the Biggie album.
But that was different. That wasn't Biggie album.
Wasn't the Biggie album?
Renegade? That was on.
The Renegade? He killed that
that
shit.
was on.
He killed that
Renegade
shit.
was on
Renegade.
Jay-Z's
Yeah, it's
album?
Renegade. He killed that
I think
shit.
that might have been because everybody was saying
Why
he
you say
killed him on
Biggie?
his
He
own
ain't on that
shit.
song.
He killed that shit.
But what I'm saying is, but see, he kept it. That's Jay-Z's album. He kept that the way Eminem should keep it. Short, killed it, boom, done. He has a tendency now, especially on his EPMD. He killed it. Don't get me wrong, but it's long as hell. And he gets too Eminem-y. He gets way too technical. And that's what people don't like about Eminem now is he's the greatest.
Yeah.
I mean, lyrically. But he has a tendency to just take
Run
it,
on,
yeah,
take
just
off.
keep on going with it. And it's kind of like,
Yeah.
you know, all right, we know that we can do all this, simplify. It's kind of simplify, bring it back down some.
Yeah.
But, yeah, it's a nice, the EPMD cut is nice.
I'm curious to hear Tone. He got real quiet over there when
He got mad about the Jay-Z shit.
No. What do you feel about Eminem? Fuck all the Jay-Z shit. Fuck all
That's
that.
what he was
I
upset
want to
about.
know, how do you feel about Eminem? That's all I want to know. We can end this show right on that.
Listen, what he had was fine, but it's, you know, I can't listen to him anymore. I'm still listening to Heavy D. So my opinion is like,
I'm
listening to the early 90s, late 80s rap. I
love
love
Heavy
that
D.
shit.
Heavy D
You
and the
can
Boys.
never tell me to listen to anything else because that is my era, my time, the good days, the good old days.
Yeah.
your good old days.
Yeah, my good old days.
Yep.
And it was just better days
Heavy
then.
D and the Boys.
This is the part I don't get about. This is the part that I don't get about Tony. And I wanted to bring that up. During this. I thought it was going to be one of the topics when I was talking earlier when we were talking about your top 5. What I don't get about Tone is, for me, Tone has always been kind of rooted in his style, his music that he likes. If we talk about the late 90s, the early 2000s, he loves that era of music, right? Of hip hop. And you know, he lets it be, when you talk to him, you see that come out. So the part I didn't understand, this gets me a lot of times with Tone, is that I felt like when I listened to the new Nas album, I figured, this is me knowing that Nas is one of his favorite rappers. I've never been a Nas fan. He's got some cuts I like. Shit, One Mic is probably,
time.
but I gotta say, One Mic is probably one of the best rap songs ever. To me,
Yeah.
I'm not putting it above.
It's up there.
Yeah, it's up there. The way the voice control brings it up, brings it back down, the drama in that song, the way he controls that song is like he did something that, and it's just nice. That's just a beautiful song. So I'm not a Nas fan, but I do realize Nas is Nas. But
I like
he's
Nas.
always been, kicked it to me like, nah, bro, you nigga Illmatic, da da da. He's always been the one talking about, nigga, you missing out. Nas, that nigga been spitting like that. That nigga been doing this. So when I heard the new Nas album, and I listen to it from beginning to end in headphones so I can hear everything. Because it's a big difference when you listen in headphones and you listen to music played out, or
Oh, yeah, you get that.
It's a big
Left,
difference.
right.
So
you get
I
the
listen.
courage, get all that. Yeah.
So I listened to the whole new Nas album in my headphones, and I'm listening to this shit, and he's spitting shit that, first of all, has to do everything he's spitting about has to do about that era that we love so much, that Tony loves so much. He's speaking on topics that have to do with that era. He's clearing the air about certain things that's been, people not knowing about during that era. He brought in some other people, but then he throws in Lauryn Hill from that era, who spits.
She's
Tony,
fire.
right? Am I lying?
Lauren spit fire.
I-
Lauren
I-
always got. She was
You know
always
me.
nice.
If you don't catch me, those first 5 seconds with
So
beat.
tell me, but hang
I
on,
didn't
before
listen.
you do
I
the
didn't
whole
listen.
album, before you do it, I'm talking about Lauren. I'm just talking about Lauren.
I didn't listen to it.
Oh, so you ain't heard Lauren yet?
Um,
So Lauryn Hill comes on,
Uh-huh.
and she lets everybody know how she feels about the way she's been treated, the way she feels about it, and how she gives a fuck because of who she is. And she lets it be known. And then through this whole CD, I'm listening, and I'm thinking to myself, what they're saying, Tony gotta love this.
Yeah.
Tony's gotta love this. He went back to his old producer, his old music, Hitman, whatever his hit. What is it called? What's the dude's name? Hit something.
I don't know. He kept on saying Red Boy.
No, it's Hit Boy.
It's Hit Boy.
It's
and
Hit Boy, something like
Wow.
that. He went back to that dude. This dude, they have some kind of relationship, and they brought back. But anyway, I'm listening to this shit. I'm like, man, and this is, mind you, this is all going on during the same time. The Locks, the Dipset, and I'm thinking to myself, you know what? I really need to start going back into
Listen to that good music.
that good shit.
That good
Because
shit.
this is that good shit.
Yeah, that's the problem.
And
You know.
I thought for sure I hit Tony up like, man, Tony, the new Nas CD is fire. Hit it. And I hit fire flames all on the text. This nigga come back the next day like, don't like it.
It's all right.
What? You didn't like it,
I
huh?
can't
I'm gonna listen to it tonight. It's gonna put me to sleep.
Because you know why? Because Nas had, first of all, he had CL Smooth, he had the Large Professor on Illmatic, right?
Yes.
But then all the other things he came out, he had like that jazz, he had that horn, he had all that shit in there.
Yeah.
And for me, personally, the way his style is, man, if you don't bring back that,
But that comes in.
that shit,
But that's what I'm saying.
man.
Because of the way he listens to music,
Yeah.
because of the way he listens to music, he doesn't get to it.
Yeah,
Because what's crazy about this album, is it starts out kind of like he's feeding towards everybody right now. So the first 2 or 3 songs, he's feeding towards capturing everybody. And then about track 5 or somewhere up in there, it switches to the old school soul, kind of like you just said, that CL Smooth. It switches to that old school, like, shit, they ain't got no, some of the songs, they ain't got no drum kick. It's just straight, just old school R&B, like he's rapping over it. And that's what I'm thinking to myself when I'm listening to this, which is not my favorite, mind you. But when I'm listening to this, I'm like, ooh, this is that shit I really never really liked, but what he's spitting, it's just crazy. So I know Tone, I'm like, Tone gonna love this because Tone, for me, Tone is always, when me and Tone first started hanging out, I was more like for a good example, I was more like listening to the Dog Pound, them beats, that kind of music. The beat, the thing was slapping, bop, bop, bop. And this nigga was the one more listening to, like, if I had to think of somebody who was gonna be listening to Wu-Tang Clan or listening to shit, I'm thinking that's where he coming from.
Boom bap.
Because he coming from with the Nas. he coming with all that, and I was kind of like, I ain't feeling it because it ain't making my car slap. But that's what
That's Dre.
Yeah, so I'm thinking that's what I'm feeling what he's feeling. And now when I hit him with it, the first thing he comes at me with is, if it don't catch, if the beat don't catch me in the first couple of, I'm like, nigga, this is Nas.
I know.
We not listening for music for Nas. When do we ever listen for music for Nas? He's all lyrical.
Yeah. But man, when you put a nice little smooth groove on them lyrics.
But you a Nas fan.
I am.
So as a Nas fan, you know you're not listening. You know you're not listening for music.
Bruh.
Because Nas ain't never had the greatest beats.
Nah. It's
He ain't
lyrical
never had the
content.
greatest beats.
He's known not to have the greatest beats, but there's the ones
got
that
some good
catch
beats,
me.
though. It's not
Like I
great,
said,
but they got
like
some
I
good
said,
ones.
like I said.
I don't know nothing.
His
But I'm not a Nas fan.
Yeah.
his cadence and delivery and all that shit. I need that jazz background, and also you got to catch me. You got to catch me those first couple of seconds.
And he didn't catch you.
He
so
ain't
That's what I
catch me.
said.
He ain't catch me.
And with Nas, okay.
And I miss and you know what? It's my fault because I miss out in a lot of good music when I do that. So I need to like
got
fast
it.
forward.
Don't
I need to fast
you
forward.
need to listen for 25 seconds instead of 10.
No.
Hey, and
Gonna drive my OCD.
And before we, not just you, all of us, before we place judgment on some music, we really need. Like I said, I'll say it again.
Yeah.
There's a big difference when you playing something in your ears and you listening to when we playing shit.
Out loud, yeah.
Just like some shit that's slapping your car sound different.
Mm-hmm.
We're like, oh, this shit, I really like the song, but it sounds hella good in my car.
Mm-hmm.
I'll play it.
Yeah.
Everything has this different thing, so we really need to take time out because I know, like with me and Tone, we listen to a lot of stuff through one earplug because of our job.
You're missing.
So
the
you
other side.
missing a lot of shit.
Yeah.
A lot of shit.
So-
music is
Because
I've
I've actually listened to songs before. I forget what it was. I
know
know
you
it's
didn't hear that part.
It's a
Where
corny.
that part come from?
It's a corny song, but I was listening to a Boys II Men song one time, right?
and the other part came in.
And I had been listening to it for weeks at work, and I love the song. Sound hella good to me. I'm listening to it through one earbud. One earbud. I finally one day play it in my car, and I'm like, what part is that? Where
That stereo kicked in.
The song didn't even
Lost
sound the
tapes.
same to me.
Yeah, the
I was
stereo
like, I don't even like this version. What version is this?
stereo
Because
kicked in.
I was so used to hearing it one way.
Yeah.
That when I heard the other side, I was like, this sounds like a whole different goddamn song.
Yeah,
That's funny.
It was crazy, but that's, that can happen. That just shows you right there how things are meant to be listened to, and how you actually listen to them can change the way you do stuff. So, and you do know that artists, like I say a Pharrell or somebody, he makes, because he did that one album, the Nerd album, the NERD, the last one, what they did with the gorilla on the front. It's called I think it's called Colors or something like that. It's called something like that.
I haven't listened
But
to them.
there's layers of sound in their shit.
Yeah.
And I think I was listening to the Tyler the Creator interview the other day with Ebro. He's saying the same thing. He's layering stuff. He lays something down for you for it to be listened to a certain way. So when we cut corners and listen to shit, we not getting it the way it's supposed to be heard.
Music's way back in the day, it was a left and it was a right channel. That's it. Now it's back, forward, top, bottom. They got so many different layers of music. They can put a sound left, right.
Yeah, I get that. That's
all
what I'm
the way
saying.
Out in the front.
That's what I'm saying.
Forward. And if you don't got your it's like 5-in-1, 8-in-1 type system going, you're gonna miss a lot of shit.
I think it's probably more than 81 now.
It's
probably-
crazy how they got that shit layered like
sounds
that. So
from everywhere. I mean, we listen to movies.
Yeah,
we watch
yeah,
movies. There's all
yeah.
kinds of fucking shit
that
going on.
shit's crazy.
So, yeah. So I think we do them we do them kind. It's not a. We're not doing them wrong on purpose, but I think what we fuck up at is when we Not us, because we don't, we're not on a platform where everybody's listening to us. But when people then judge the album
Yeah.
or judge the song based on that, and they ain't listen to it like it's supposed to be listened to, you might be missing a whole bunch.
I might be, but you got to catch me. That's you gotta-
So it's not my
you
fault you didn't catch me. You didn't
So
catch
hang on.
but it-
So hang on. So let me ask you this. Let me ask you this question.
Okay.
How long are we going?
me. We way over. But let's go.
Let me ask
Wrap
you
it
this
up,
question.
right?
Let me ask you this question, Tony, because this is where we split at.
Mm-hmm.
For Nas, Jay-Z, and there's a few other folks, but we just throw them two artists, Nas and Jay-Z. They don't have to catch me because they've already proved who they are. If Prince was alive, if Prince put out a record, he don't have to catch me.
Right.
I'm going to listen because I know they're amazing, and there's something in this song that's going to make me think, or even if it's never there, I'm still going to listen to that whole song because I want to, because he is who he is. I don't need for Jay-Z to put out a song and catch me because I know who Jay-Z is. So I'm going to listen to this Jay-Z song and see what he's saying, see what he's doing.
I even do that to Jay-Z.
Really?
Yes.
I'm gonna tell
That's
you.
wild.
I don't
You
think I
have
listened
to
to
catch me.
There's a lot of times I hadn't listened to the whole album. You know when I listen to the whole album? When I'm driving, I'm going
I know
somewhere.
why you don't listen.
I'll skip around.
Why you don't listen, and it might have a little bit to do with him too.
Yeah.
You have whatchamacallit disorder.
Oh, now we
What do you
got
call
a
that?
disorder?
What is it called when you?
ADD.
What is it called when you can't stay focused on something for so long?
ADD.
No, I'm not even joking. You got
ADD.
that for real.
Attention deficit.
Attention.
disorder.
He's got attention. If that motherfucker ain't slapping that motherfucker in the face like this and keeping him like it could be the I'm about to say the slappiest song in the world. Kevin gonna listen and be like, that shit jamming. That shit jam. Did you hear that lyric, Kevin? Oh yeah, I heard that. Yeah, that's just slapping.
See, the funny
You
part about
can't
that,
stay focused.
the
You
funny
cannot
part of that-
stay focused. on
The
one
funny
thing.
part about that is, I feel like I don't need to sit there and focus on something.
But
to
you'll
hear.
miss a lot.
I don't think I
Yeah,
do.
you do. You know how I know you do?
How?
Because when me and you talk,
Huh?
you miss a lot of what I'm saying
Sometimes.
all the time.
You missed that
all
one.
the time.
You missed that one.
No.
When I'm talking to you, and I'm trying to say something to me, you always
Sometimes.
you forever answer
All
the
the
question before I get you answer it before I even get the question out. You always do that, and then
You do that too. I hope you know that.
okay.
Oh, this is gonna be a long one.
No, man, we about to cut the shit.
No, we
off.
better cut off. But I know that, and I admit that. That's the difference. It's the same way when my wife tells me some stuff about how you do certain things. I tell her she does certain things, and she says, "Well, you do this and that." I said, "The difference is you're right. I do that. I admit that I do that. Maybe I need to work on that." Now, if I turn the mic over to you, can you say that same thing? She's gonna be like, "No, I don't do that. It's all you." What I'm saying is,
Eric, I don't think you pay attention to yourself. I think it's you. What you think is that you might talk for a second. But me and Tony have known if we don't interrupt you, we ain't getting no words in. Tone, am I lying?
No such thing as talk for a second. Man, no.
So we have to interrupt you to get
There's
in.
Some ramblings.
First of all, I ain't never ever said that I talk for a second.
oh, we know.
Never.
We know.
As far as I'm concerned, this is my platform. Y'all niggas is guest starring.
Well, that's gonna be the show.
So
So
this is my house. You know what I'm saying? Like this cyber house, this is mine. I talk.
Cyber.
Yeah, all this
Cybertron.
This in the internets, this is mine.
Internet.
So when y'all talking, y'all are just there for when I say, okay, now, what were you saying? And then that's it. I don't know where you ever thought that I thought that maybe that I was talking short. I ain't never thought I was talking short.
No.
people, it's been nice talking to y'all. Eric, you had anything else you want to say?
And like I was saying, Tony ain't never got shit to say, so he can't hold the show.
Because y'all motherfuckers don't let people finish
And
their
Kevin,
thought. See?
and Kevin,
there you go. For a perfect example right there.
This motherfucker on his DJ Easy Rock shit, just DJ Easy Rock. What topics we got today? It's like you got your shit, I got my shit, and
ADD.
I'm what's happening.
The producer of E40.
I'm the
is
producer, Rick Rock.
No, Rick Rock.
Let me say, if
Rick Rock.
I don't
Rick Rock
get
shit
none
was
of the
popping.
business in, people wouldn't even know we was called Don't Be Stupid.
We ain't never got to do that.
Oh, we are totally stupid.
All we have to do is turn on the mics, talk for an hour, supposedly.
Maybe.
We over now, and we stop.
Fuck.
Is it 2 hours?
Yeah, that's what we're trying
That's
to fuck
because
your
you know,
ass.
but you know why? See, it's funny. And we ended.
Okay.
But I'm asking you, be truthful, Tony. The only reason why we over almost 2 is because this nigga brought up the COVID-19 shit at the beginning when he was full of energy, and we talked COVID-19 for an hour and 19 minutes.
No, we didn't.
I was looking at the thing.
You lying. I was only coming up to 28 minutes.
It was an hour and 52 minutes.
Cut your ass off.
You cut me off about COVID?
Ooh, when you look at this video, you're going to see you did most
Who
of the
brought
talking.
up the COVID shit?
I brought it up, but you did all the talking.
Of course I did it because I'm the man. I gotta speak. It's my show.
Oh my God.
Of course I'm gonna speak on the topic.
People.
Who the fuck
Good
want to
night.
hear about
God
COVID?
bless.
I said in the middle of that, I said, why are we talking about COVID? Did I say that?
God bless. Good night.
We went to a stadium full of COVID. Like, that whole place is nasty.
This motherfucker talking about, so if the government is telling us to take a shot, you think that's right? I told the nigga no. First I kept it short and sweet. I said, no, it's different levels. Yeah, but let me get this straight. Let me get this straight. Exactly. He buckled down on it. Let me get this straight. Let me get this straight. He went 3 or 4 times with it. I'm like,
I
This
can't stop
nigga
you,
in
so
the
I gotta
COVID shit.
say, Tone,
Yes.
let's take us out, Tone.
All right. Go get your shot. And this episode,
these are the last days. We coming to the last days.
we're dwindling. That wick, it's dwindling down to a bomb. We're gonna explode.
I told you he came. I told you. Now end the damn show, man. It's in the show. So this
Steve,
nigga
you
say
got
about-
anything, bro?
No, I ain't got shit.
You got anything?
No, I ain't got shit else to
Oh
say.
wow! Surprisingly,
Such a
Oh.
light skinned ass.
all right.
I hate light skinned niggas.
All right, Tone, take us
okay.
out.
Love you, Ma.
Peace.